South Australia has over 300 national parks in it, which encompasses about 25% of the entire state. That is something we should be super proud of and protect for decades to come. Where are we now? Can you guess? Not up in the Flinders Ranges. We're not hundreds of kilometres from the CBD. This is Parawirra Conservation Park, and it is 1,400 hectares of absolute beauty. Have a look at it.
Well, we're in Parawirra Conservation Park, and it's halfway between One Tree Hill and Williamstown. It's only a short drive up the hill from Elizabeth or Salisbury. And some look at it as the gateway to the Barossa, or the forgotten gateway to the Barossa.
There's 5 different areas where you can have yourself a free barbecue. You don't even have to pay. That's a bargain. And away you go. Peking duck, anyone?
I love the fact that it's an intact piece of bush. It's part of a much bigger patch of bushland that's one of the few decent-sized chunks of bush that remains in the Mount Lofty Ranges. And because of that size and resilience, you can come here, you can see birds and animals and plants that you just won't see anywhere else, and they're doing well.
The Parawirra Conservation Park is undoubtedly beautiful, but it's a little bit deceptive because it turns out this place has been holding on to a secret for the last few months. Here's something you didn't know. This place now accepts campers. That's right, you can actually camp in these beautiful surroundings. And what I love most about it is that one of the campsites is designed for larger groups. So if you're having a birthday party, a special occasion, or some holidays, you can get all of your family and friends down and stay in this beautiful area. How good's that?
I'm gonna take you to a special place that nobody knows. Baby, get ready.
Our parks in South Australia are super precious. More than $10 million has been spent to ensure that our national parks around Adelaide are places for everyone to enjoy. And I say that's money well spent.
Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night. Just move.
When you think national parks, you don't really instantly think of playgrounds. I love the fact that here in South Australia, lots of national parks are being opened up to use spaces like this for all sorts of activities. We're here at Cobbler Creek. This place here is actually just in Salisbury East, and they've built this awesome new playground that has now attracted thousands upon thousands more people here every single year, and it's pretty easy to see why.
See the light as it shines on the sea, it's blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes. And it's
Here's a part of South Australia that I've never ever been to. It's the Onkaparinga River National Park, and it is gorgeous. Here's a fact for you, 7 out of 10 of us South Australians visit our national parks here in SA every single year. The other 3 out of 10 are missing out because there's a range of activities you can do, like the horse riders here, in areas that are so beautiful like this. And I love the fact that nowadays, areas like the Onkaparinga River National Park are being opened up to all sorts of activities, nowadays including horse riding.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep.
This is my horse Yogi. I've been riding for about 4 years since I was 8, or 4.5, and we're so lucky in South Australia because we've got all these national parks and we've got all the beautiful properties and flowers and birds and all the butterflies and everything here. And I'm really lucky because I've got my house just around the corner from this one.
This is Onkaparinga River Recreation Park, and we're nestled in the suburbs of Noarlunga Downs, Port Noarlunga and Seaford Meadows. The park's about 300 hectares and it's got the Onkaparinga River winding right through it, and there's also freshwater lagoons surrounding the river. And it's special because it conserves water birds and wildlife, and there's so much to do for park visitors. So we're pretty spoiled in South Australia to have something like this, so close to Adelaide. 35 k's from the CBD and you're amongst this. There's loads of fun stuff for visitors. We've got bushwalking, bird watching, you can ride your bike. The trails are nice and flat so you can push a pusher. You can walk your dog on lead, fishing in the river, also kayaking and paddleboarding.
Follow,
follow the sun, and which way the wind blows when this day is done.
The national parks in South Australia are loaded with wildlife, big and small. Like this guy, I've just come across this spider. I have never ever seen a spider that looks like this ever. Have a look at him. He's got an arsenal of thorns and spikes, and he's just the coolest thing ever. I'll pop him back on his web. There you go, little fella. There's so much cool stuff happening in our national parks and reserves. If you want more information, head to parks.sa.gov.au and it'll tell you all about the hundreds of parks around the state and details on how you can book and pay before you go and stay in the parks. Plus, you can download maps for free so you'll know exactly where you're going to go before you even get there.